We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the BUCS were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. To the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. To the right side, this is Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jonathan Taylor, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's Rodgers. Caught here left side by Britt. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The BUCS passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. That one taken in by T. Higgins. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
96 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, now Brady. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Running left, Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the BUCS will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The BUCS offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Andrews. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
this guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the BUCS 33. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Brady now on first down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And complete, right side to Cook. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On play action, it's Brady. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's taken down inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The BUCS offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. So after the INT, it's Brady eluding the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. That's still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they get...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Seahawks 30, Buccaneers nothing. Harrison Butker sets the kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Britt's got it. Complete. A gain of 5. Good enough for the 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Throwing is Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down, Seahawks.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The BUCS offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The BUCS passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They'll run with Cook. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Andrews. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Mike check 33. 33. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Levante David has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The kick by McManus is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Boy, 175 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Tackle him at the 9-yard line. First and 50 at the 9-yard line.
Brady going to throw here. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll try and run, Taylor. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 39 that time. Now the BUCS going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Rodgers now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Rodgers again now. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. The BUCS forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Here we go. Mike check 33.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Brady going to look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.